Hello. Oh my God, it felt so good to hear that music again. So it has been a couple of weeks since I've done a Tuesday Night Live, and I do apologize, but I am here. I am back. There's a few of you watching already, so give me a hello in the comments. Lovely to see you. Pat, good evening to you. Dawn, hello, my lovely. How are you all doing? So, as I say, it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a live, and I'm normally like clockwork every single Tuesday. So obviously, Jodie, Elaine, hello to you. The first Tuesday that I didn't come live, I was quite poorly with my fibro. I felt like absolute dog shit, and I'm not going to lie. Carly, hello, lovely. And then last week was a combination of, I had a lot of stuff to do at home, nothing bad. Lots of you on, yay! Oh, yay! Oh, Kaylee, Dawn, Joanne, hello. So last week I didn't come live because I was doing some stuff at home. I had a few bits to sort out first. And then also I just had to take some time to think about obviously where I'm going with the lives, what I'm doing with them, and what I'm trying to achieve. And obviously I know a lot of you tune in and you really enjoy kind of the lives, and I enjoy chatting with you all, and that's why I'm still doing them and I love doing them. The thing that I was trying to think about reworking is it's the readings. And if I'm being completely honest, the readings aren't doing it for me anymore. And it's not that, like, it's not the guidance that's not doing it for me. It's the bam, 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 reading after reading after reading, all these free readings. And it's, yeah, I feel like I'm not doing you the best service I can by doing that for you. So maybe once every so often, I may do readings on a Tuesday Night Live. But from this live forward, they're not going to be a regular fixture. I can't speak. Fixture in the lives, because I think I can help you in other ways, and obviously to be here to inspire, to motivate, to listen, to just create space for you all to be here as well, and obviously to just chat about things, and obviously things that are happening around us at the minute, things that are like things that I can talk to you about, that I can maybe teach you about, or that we can just chat about. So yeah, Tuesday Night Live, I kind of held off for ages. Hello, everyone popping on. Sonia, hello. Jill, hello to you. I held off for ages, feeling really bad, thinking, well, if I don't do readings, then no one's going to watch the lives. And then I did obviously more talking and less readings. And then you were all still here. And you're also hanging out. And most of you were staying till the end to watch, like, what Sam likes to call my rants. And Michelle, hi, lovely. And it's, yeah, I think I'm in a space where I know what I'm doing with myself, and I know what I want to give to you. Kaylee, posts have been so positive lately. Are you feeling more positive? I am. I genuinely feel like a big shift has happened, especially the past month. And Dawn, I missed you too. A big shift, and we had 11/11, which was a really big shift actually, and for me and for everyone else, like, collectively. And it's about shedding and letting go and up leveling as well. And also tomorrow night we've got the full moon, which is about letting go, about moving forward, and just releasing what's no longer serving you. And I feel like rather than me doing a shitload of free readings that's going to give you about 30 seconds to a minute of my time, I'd rather talk to you about the real stuff, about the stuff that's going to maybe inspire you or light a fire under your ass, or the things that you're going to think, shit, like, me too, like, I'm not the only person out there that's feeling this, that's going through this. And I want to be like a voice for the people, which I have been for ages, but I think the readings are just bringing the energy down too much. And I think that's why the past couple of times I felt almost ill at the thought of coming live to do readings. And And actually, readings aren't necessarily something that I offer as a service anymore. So you can book a color chart, you can have that's got guidance within it, but it's more complex than that. It gives you more. And I know there's a few of you watching that have had the color charts with me. Holly, hello. Eileen, hello to you. Trudy, you are live. So you can still book the color chart guidance, but like a typical run-of-the-mill reading, even though I am shit hot at them, and I am going to toot my own horn. I'm gonna take a step back from doing them here on the lives, but I've got lots of other stuff to talk to you about. And those of you that have watched me for months, if not some of you years, actually, will know that I can talk till the cows come home. So here I am. So let me know how you're all doing. Obviously, as I mentioned, we had the 11/11 portal, which did feel like a big squeeze for a lot of us, and you might have found either leading up to it or since then, you have had shifts in your life that have really changed things. And it might be that you feel like shit is hitting the fan, your life is crumbling to pieces, but it's facilitating that movement into the next phase. But also you might feel like things have fallen into place, that things are really, really happening for you. Depends what stage you're at. But since 11/11, big things are happening, are coming for you. And also with that full moon we have tomorrow night as well, like letting go, releasing what's not serving you, releasing who's not serving you, and just like a snake shedding its skin, coming out of that energy and just letting go of anything that's dead weight, that's holding you back, that's stopping you from being the person that you want to be, that's stopping you from achieving the things that you want to achieve. And also not just letting go of people and of physical things and moving forward, but also of limiting beliefs and letting go of emotions and everything. Vicky, that's all right. I was a bit late to the party as well. I've literally been on for 7 minutes, so don't worry too much. Amy, hello, lovely. You made it. So if there's anyone that watches me on Derek's page and you see me this morning, well, this afternoon or another time, been very well behaved and not sweary, then you're in for a shock, because here this is where I'm me. Obviously, when I'm on Derek's page, I'm very well behaved, and well, you behave when you go to other people's houses. So here I'm me. I am completely like bleh. I will probably mix up my words. I will swear. I will chat shit for ages. We'll see where it goes. I haven't got a plan as such for this evening, because I'm just going to be here to kind of shoot the breeze with you all, to see what's going on. And I am going to give guidance still, but I'm not going to do readings as such. It will be like collective guidance, or if anyone wants to ask something about specific topics, like things that I cover or things that I work with, then the floor is open for you. If there's anyone out there that wants to develop their own spiritual journey and move into that, I'm here. If there's anyone that's feeling like a lack of confidence or a lack of inspiration, I am here. So I've been working with one of my mentors. I've been working with her since January, actually, but more so I've deepened my my journey with her. And something I'll say to you, I don't like to call myself a coach, but in general umbrella terms, like, never go with a coach who's not got their own coach or some form of mentor, because we're constantly growing, we're constantly evolving, we can't know everything, we can't be everything. So I find for me as well, either learning new things, either doing courses or experiences, or being like under the wing of someone that's been there, done it themselves. And she was saying to us in the last week, obviously figuring out who you are, what you do, what do you offer to your people. And for ages I was like, oh. And I went through like loads of your comments that you put on like different posts and things, and like any feedback that I've had from anyone, looking like, what do I offer? Like what problem do I help you solve? What result do I help you get for yourselves? And a lot of what came up was confidence, like the confidence to not settle, the confidence to be yourself, the confidence to embark on and deepen your spiritual journey. And without realizing it, I'm like, yeah, I suppose I am a bit of a confidence coach, but in various ways. So please do feel free to share as well if there's any way in which I have helped you. I would love to know, because it will not only help me with my development, but then it will help me to help you to get clearer on, obviously, like what I should be putting out there. Like, what do you want? But also, Alexandria, hello, nice to have you here. So there's a few ladies watching tonight as well that there's something else that I'm going to chat to you about. A few ladies that are going to be coming on a journey with me. And when I say journey, I don't just mean a spiritual journey, I mean a very physical journey. So you might have seen already, I know some of you have messaged me about it, or you're just in the know. But in March, I have got a retreat booked at Glastonbury, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be so good, and I cannot wait. So I have got 8 ladies booked on to come with me already. However, I have 1 space left, and I was only offering it to my Soul Circle ladies. And to be honest, the majority of the women coming are Soul Circle ladies, apart from apart from 3. So 3 of them were, and I know a lot of you know, I went to Glastonbury on a retreat with someone else. It wasn't my retreat, back in September. So 3 of the ladies coming with are 3 ladies that I went to the retreat with, which will be amazing. But there is 1 space left on the Glastonbury retreat. It is 2 nights. It is all inclusive. However, you'll obviously need to get your own travel there, like to and from, and then just any spending money for anything that takes your fancy. So if there is anyone, I'm not going to just drop the link, but if there is anyone that is genuinely interested in coming along on the retreat, it is a fair investment. It's not cheap, but you're not cheap. So there you go. But not only that, so some of you have seen, I know loads of you in my soul circle definitely know, and some of you that have been chatting to me recently, I am also arranging a retreat in Scotland. So that'll be in Inverness. It'll be an Inverness / Loch Ness retreat, and that's in August. I haven't released details of it yet. However, I am putting together a wait list for that. So I'm going to pop the link in the comments, not now because I haven't set it up yet, but I will pop the link in the comments for this. So you'll get a notification as soon as it is ready. Susan, hello. So yeah, really, really excited. I've been doing some more planning for the Inverness one tonight. So I've got a good idea of where I'm going, what the costs are. The Inverness one, so Glastonbury is 2 nights. Inverness is going to be 3 nights. So it'll be really, really special. And for me, it's like going home. So my grandparents, my grandma and grandpa, they live up in Inverness. My uncle and my cousins are up there. My mum's side of the family are all from up there. And growing up, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and I even lived with them for a couple of years as well. So for me, going to Inverness is just like going home. And you'll probably find if you come with me there, my accent will change massively. So whenever I talk to anyone with a remotely, even a slightest Scottish accent, mine comes out. So that will be fun. But I'm really looking forward to it. The dates of that will be the 19th to the 22nd of August next year. And I am going to be putting out, like I say, the link for the wish list, the wait list. Well, it can be a wish list if you want it to be. And then obviously from there, people on that list will get first dibs on booking information when it goes live. So it is all definitely happening. I've put down a deposit on the accommodation. That is all settled. It is 100% go. It's just obviously me waiting for me to put the details out. So all very exciting. Holly, honestly, it's amazing, the energy there. So we'll be staying in not necessarily central Inverness, but it's fairly close to where everything is. It's not far out. And then we'll be doing things like we're going to go on a cruise down Loch Ness. We are going to visit 2 castles. We're going to visit Foyers, the waterfalls. Fingers crossed, keeping them crossed, that I can organise a private tour around Boleskine House. So those of you that don't know, Boleskine House was where Aleister Crowley lived. And I've actually got an Aleister Crowley tarot deck that was gifted to me by a lovely friend. So that would be interesting. Keeping my fingers crossed that we can do that. And then there's lots of other activities. And both retreats include a workshop with me, holding circle, like with me, and obviously as a group, and a meditation and healing session as well. So all very exciting. Linda, hello. But yeah, if there's anyone that would like to come on the Glastonbury one, if it has tickled your pickle a bit, do let me know. We have one space left. So I would love to fill that space with one of you lovely lot that would like to come with us. So the dates for that will be the 18th to the 20th of March. It'll be arrive the Friday night, and then we've got all day Saturday, and then we'll spend all day Sunday together, and then you're welcome to either head off on your way Sunday evening, or the accommodation that we're staying in, you're welcome to make your own private booking and stay there for an extra night if you want to. So it's a lovely big house. We've got a yurt in the back where we're going to do our meditation sessions. There's a sound bath with the gongs all included. I've got a lovely lady, Monica, come in. Emma, good evening to you. And Linda, hello. Vicky, you're only 15 minutes away from Glastonbury. Oh my God. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I'd love to live that close. Saying that, I'm like 15, 20 minutes from Avebury. So I need to go there again soon. But no, Glastonbury is amazing. The place we're staying at has got a private healing spring in the garden. And it's just, it's incredible. I cannot wait. Like March cannot come quick enough. So I think there's quite a lot of the gang on here watching that's going to be joining us, which is really, really exciting. But yeah, do keep your eyes peeled for the link for the Inverness one as well. And then not till 2023, but I will be organising a retreat for Cornwall as well. And then what I'll do is on rotation will be Inverness, Cornwall, Glastonbury, just throughout. And then there will be a couple of little daytime, well, like day retreats at Avebury as well. So we shall see. Amy, sounds amazing. Oh, honestly, I cannot wait. I really can't wait. So we'll be doing, obviously, visiting all the sites. We'll be going to the Chalice Well and Gardens. We'll be going up the Tor, the White Spring. We're going to go, we're going to just explore. It's going to be amazing. So Vicky might end up bumping into you in the town. Maybe. Well, if you do, you can come and say hi. Trudy, yes, Cornwall. I've been eyeing up. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So, because otherwise I'll get too excited. But yeah, Glastonbury and then Inverness, and can't wait. All tingly. So that's really, really exciting. However, that is a few months away. So if you want to be able to work with me a bit quicker and a bit sooner and actually learn how you can help yourself, then I do have a little something coming up this week. So I know quite a lot of you are signed up to it already, but I've got another one of my Zodiac Color Masterclasses coming up. So the ones I've done before have been obviously like about your sun sign and how to use color, like embrace color to be more you kind of thing. Then there's the other one that we had. The last one was embrace color with your obviously financial stuffs. I'm not doing a great job of advertising here, am I? And the next one I've got, so this Thursday, is using my color theory system and the color wheel that I use to look into your spiritual strengths and your intuition, like where your spiritual strengths lie, what your like how you can best work with your intuition. So if you're someone who's got an inkling that you're a bit spiritual, or that you would like to begin on the path and move further down, or if you're someone who's already like firmly on the path but you just want a bit of confirmation, or maybe you're just intrigued to know if you're doing what's aligned with you, or where is aligned with you, where you can go from there. So that's what you need. Amy, amazing. So I'm going to do a little screen share. So if you do go onto my website, which is up there, you'll find along the top bar, it says the Confidence Hub. And this will take you to the hub that has got offerings of everything that I do. Right, let's do a screen share. And I don't know if this is the right one. Well, let's just click and hope. Yay, there we go. So this is the Confidence Hub, as you can see. So any masterclasses, any courses, any programs that I do, they are on here. So you can find it on the website. And there we are. Okay, so here, embrace your intuition and spiritual strengths with color. So if you've been living under a rock, or if you are new to me and you haven't really, right, okay, no, I don't like that one. Okay, so if you're new to me and you haven't seen much of what I do otherwise, So I've created a system called the Astro Color Theory system. And it uses a combination of astrology, of color theory, of the Great Wheel of Life, of the chakra system, of chromotherapy, color psychology, the whole shebang. And each sign has a color, but it's not just like your sun sign. You've got a whole natal chart, which has got lots of different kinds of signs. So obviously you've got your sun sign, but there's your moon sign, your rising sign. You've got your Jupiter, your Neptune, your Mars, your Venus. There's loads and loads of different signs, and they give insight into different things. So for this masterclass, I'm going to be talking to you. We're going to be working with your sun sign and your Neptune sign. So your Neptune sign is a sign that is all about like the spiritual side of you, your dreams, like your intuitive like influences, and also like where you can just lose yourself as well. So looking into your spiritual strengths and seeing where's aligned with you, where you can develop, where like that deeper journey lays, where that higher consciousness is. So if you're someone that really does want to deepen that connection and to find out where to go, because when you're doing spiritual stuff or energy work, it's not just readings, it's not communicating with spirit. That's surface level stuff. There is so much more. You've got, obviously there's the healing, there's past lives, there's Akashic records, there's ancestral lineage, there's like witchcraft, witchery, there's so much. There's all the herbal stuff like holistic Ayurveda stuff. There's just so much you could be doing. So this will give you a bit of an inkling and a point down to where you should be going or could be going, or just confirmation if you're there already to say, yeah, you're in the right place. So this masterclass, let me make it bigger. There we go. So on here, it is this Thursday, so not tomorrow, the next day. And there we go. There's all that malarkey there. So for this masterclass, it will be normally about an hour and a half to 2 hours ish. Starts at 8:30, and when you click save your seat here, it is just £22. But if you cannot make it tomorrow night, it's not even tomorrow night, I'm lying to you. If you can't make it to the live masterclass, you have unlimited replays of the video. Like even if you can make it, you've got unlimited replays. So you'll get the masterclass, whether it's live or on replay, and you get a workbook as well that helps you create like a little report with that. So I'm going to drop the link in for that actually. And if you do want to join me for the masterclass, then all you got to do is just click the link, and there you go. I was going to say Bob's your uncle, but I always feel weird saying that because Bob is my grandpa. Just seeing the comments in there. Trudy, your parcel came. Oh, yay. Hopefully all arrived safe and well. Lauren's still holding the baby in. Oh, no. Get out. Victor. Oh, fingers crossed for you. Pat, excited about this one. Want to know what I need to expand spiritual journey was. Yes. So it'd be very, very, very exciting. So there you go. I've put the link in. It's in the comments. So if you do want to join on that masterclass, it's only £22. However, if you're in my soul circle, then you do get your discount on there. If you don't know what the soul circle is, then you're not in it. Pat, Bob's your uncle is Fanny's your aunt. That's the one. Oh, goodness me. So we've got that on the go. So you can obviously book onto that. There's unlimited spaces. I haven't put a cap on who can actually access that. But then also, if I put the screen share on again. Oh, it's not on. I didn't put it on there. Okay, there's a couple of things on the Confidence Hub as well that's just there, but I'm not like actively launching it as such. But the thing that I do want to share with you, which is very, very exciting and I cannot wait to share, is, let's find it. Where is it gone? Where's it gone? Okay, find it first. So I've been talking about it. It has been in the emails. I've been putting it out there. It is happening at the end of this month. It is absolutely free. So no cost at all. No cost whatsoever. Oh, right. Okay. So let me zoom in more because it doesn't like it. Okay. So any guesses in the comments about what I'm going to talk about? If you have been watching or keeping an eye, you probably know it is one word. That's on the screen share. Okie dokie. Oh no, I don't want that. See, because I haven't done it for a couple of weeks, my tech is not as streamlined as it usually is. Okay, so this is absolutely free. It's not going to cost you a penny to join it, and you're going to get so much, not even just knowledge, but so much fun out of it. So I am launching my free 3-day Astro Color Confidence Hootenanny. So those of you based up in Scotland will know what a hootenanny is. If you do not know what a hootenanny is, it is a damn good party. It is a bit of a knees up. There you go. Michelle and Pat know what I'm talking about. So as it says, come celebrate with me over 3 days where I'll let you into the secrets of my unique astro color theory system so you can begin to get your shit together. So what this is obviously it's going to give you a look into the system, what it is, how it works, how you can use it to benefit you. And obviously it's not going to tell you everything. Well, I've only got 3 days. I'm not a magician, but it's going to give you an inkling onto how you can work with your color for your sun sign and where you can go from there. And at the end of it, I will have a shit hot thing to offer you. And I'm just really, really excited about it. I cannot wait. But obviously the Hootenanny is absolutely free to join. You're at no obligation to do anything at the end of it. It's just like free to be a part of. So I'm going to drop the link in. Bear with me. And then if you want to join it, obviously you can do it now. You can go back. You can do it afterwards. And you can, you'll get emails to give you all the info. There you go. So I'll be talking to you about what exactly the color theory system is. And then, excuse me, and then also talking about like how you can use it, what it is. And like I said, it includes color theory from an artistic point of view, combined with astrology, combined with so many different systems and theories that you can put into place that will help you. And also begin to understand your natal chart. If you're someone that's clueless about astrology and hasn't got a bloody clue, and I will hands up, I'm not an astrologer. I've never said I am an astrologer. I'm not going to admit to being one because I'm not. But using this system actually helps you to understand your natal chart or your birth chart, whatever you want to call it. Understand it more, and that gives more insight to you. But rather than just telling you a load of words, you've got colors to work with. And that opens up a whole new world of things, because then you become more conscious to color. Your color choices in your home decor, in your fashion choices, in even your food choices as well. And there's so much that color can do for you. And if you're into your crystal, I've got my crystal on. If you're into your crystals, it can give you insight into what crystals can work with you as well. So join in obviously the 3-day Astro Color Confidence Hootenanny, but you will get more insight into the spiritual side of it on the masterclass, which is Thursday. But this one is not going to cost you a penny. You can join it. You can have lots of fun. We are going to have a good old laugh. We're going to have a little party over the 3 days. I'm going to teach you lots of stuff. But one thing I will say is it will not be overwhelming, because I've seen so many events people run over 3 or 5 days, and there's a lot to keep up with. And I find that I do slip a bit, and I'm just like, oof. And I'm designing it in such a way that it's not hard to commit to. You don't need to be doing something every minute of every day, but it's there. You can join me on the evening. You can chill out with me. It'll be good fun, and you'll get to learn how you can help yourself in the process. So that is there. I know lots of you are signed up for it already, which is really, really exciting. So there is the Hootenanny. So I'm going to come off of that now. And I think that's all there is for me to like put out there for now. But just general chit-chatting. And Michelle, been eating lots of bananas. Oh yeah, because you're a yellow, aren't you? There you are. So Pat, oh lovely. Oh, Elaine, you've got to go. It was lovely to see you on here. Lots of loves. So, as I was saying, yes, just chatting in general. So when I've been speaking to people or I've been working with people, it's been coming up a lot about, and it's something that obviously I'm constantly talking about. But just being yourself. But there's a lot of guilt or fear or pressure not to do certain things, and that's what I want to talk about. Amy, you're signed up. Amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Woohoo. So that will run from the 24th. It'll start on the 24th and then it will finish on the 26th. So all exciting, finishing just in time for Black Friday. Kirsten, hello. So yeah, as I was saying, there's so much like when I say to people about all the things you want to do, actually I went to Tesco's on Sunday and I was just chatting to the lady at the till. I love, like, I don't know if you're like me, but when you do your food shop, sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll just go to the self-serve. But I do like a bit of a chit chat. Sadie, you're coming too. Amazing. Woo. Trudy, I think you are signed up. So yeah, I like a good old chit chat when I'm packing my shopping. And I was chatting to the lady at the till on Sunday, and she was saying to me, she's like, "Oh, I love your hair," and going on. And she was like, "Oh, I wish I could do that. Like, I'm not brave enough." And then she said about when obviously growing up that her dad was really strict and would never let her wear makeup, wouldn't let her do her hair in certain ways. And I was just like, it got me thinking. And so many of us, like growing up or through our adult life as well, have been conditioned into thinking that we were not allowed to do things. We're not allowed to be ourselves. And it's like, what dickhead told you that you're not allowed to be yourself? And I think it's sad because so many of us, and even me, have fallen into that state of not doing things or not being fully you, because there's that fear of that little voice in your head, whether it's your own little voice or someone else's voice saying to you, like, stop doing that, like, why are you doing that, or you're not allowed to do that, or like, why should you be doing that when other people can't do this, or when, and it's that little voice of not even just doubt, but feeling like you need permission to do and to be the things that you want to be. Like, and this lady chatting to me, even something simple as like changing her hair or wearing a bit of makeup, and she was of an age where, like, she was long gone from the family home, and she was like she was talking to me about her grandchildren, and still that inkling in the back of her mind of her dad. And she said this to me, she's like, "Oh, I just hear my dad's voice saying, no, you're not allowed." And I think that's, and I did feel sad because there's so many of us there that hold back. And actually, and I say this to you like loads of times, those of you that have watched me for however long will know what I'm going to say. But being yourself, it opens doors for you. It really, really does. It opens doors because it weeds out the people that aren't meant to be there. It's like a filter. And so much of the time, and even for me, I've worried about upsetting people or making people angry or people not liking me. But when I've taken time to actually stop and think about it, these are people that I don't even like. These are people that I'm not fond of, or people that have been horrible to me or have given me bad experiences. So why am I bothered about upsetting them? Or why am I bothered about keeping them in my life when I know they have this negative impact? And the same can be said, like, so many of us just try to please all these people that when it came down to it, do these people really matter? Like, why are you trying to please them? Why are you trying to keep them happy? And actually, if a lot of the time I find answers come down to for an easy life, just for an easy life. And I can empathize because, yeah, sometimes you think, oh, it's easier to just crack on with it, to keep my head down, to say nothing at all. And yeah, it suppose it's easier, but in the long run, like, you're not any happier. If anything, it wears you down. It literally grinds you down, and you feel worn out trying to keep these people happy, trying to put up a facade, trying to be someone that you're not, trying to hide the real you that's in there, that's just waiting to shine and just unleash out into the world. And in doing that, you're keeping a circle of people around you that are holding you down, that are keeping your back, that are, I suppose, keeping you caged. And in doing that, there's no room for the people that matter. There's no room for the people that are gonna inspire you and motivate to be the person that you know you are, or that you either want to be or haven't got the confidence to be. And in actually being yourself, you're going to filter out all these people that are doing you no good. And in doing that, there's going to be room for people to come in. You're going to find your tribe. And when you do that, like honestly, your confidence will soar. You will begin to do the things that you've always wanted to do and be the person that you want to be. And it is so special. It really, really is. Sadie, yes. Yes. Why give your power to someone who wouldn't give you theirs? When you begin to not give a shit what anyone else thinks, it's like true and like, yes, absolutely. And I'm going to leave that up there for everyone else to read, because we give our power away far too easy, or we make excuses. So, and a big thing, because obviously I know a lot of you here watching are mums, and my children are my absolute life, and I would die for my children. But a lot of women that I speak to, oh, I can't, I've got to do this for the kids, or I can't because kids could, and you're putting yourself to the bottom of the pile. And sometimes, like, it's okay to do something for you. It's okay to take time for yourself. It's okay to spend money on yourself. It's okay to just do something that makes you feel like you, that helps you step out of that role of either mum or wife, partner, whatever your job title may be. Anything that lets you step out of that and just to be you, to be you, to be Trudy, to be Pat, to be Sadie, to be Michelle, to be Vicky, to be any one of you that's watching, to like Kirsten, Dawn, Amy, like to be you, because we're all here for a specific reason. And if we're trying to be people that we're not, then we're not living our purpose, we're not living our truth, and we're not going to get the most out of life. We're not going to enjoy it. And so many people fall into the trap of the daily grind, the eat, sleep, work, repeat kind of shit. And it's not doing anyone any good. Sadie, it's not selfish, it's necessary. Exactly. And being selfish is not a bad thing. Being selfish is actually like it's a primal instinct that sometimes we do need to put ourselves first. Because if you think back to way back when, like caveman kind of days, they had to be selfish, otherwise they die. Like if they don't put themselves first, it's like eat or be eaten type of thing. So it's built into us that we need that to thrive, to keep ourselves going. Megan, hello lovely, how are you doing? It's nice to see you on here. And Leslie, hello, how are you? So it is absolutely necessary, self-care, and when I say self-care, like it doesn't mean spending like 500 quid on a spa day and then going and having a lovely time. Like fair enough. Yeah, go for it if that's what you want to do. But self-care can be something like having a bubble bath for yourself. It can be sitting reading a book. It can be putting on some comfy jammies and snuggling up on the sofa and just watching Netflix for an hour or so, or 3 hours like on a binge. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be fancy. But self-care is just giving yourself time and space for you to be you, or to take what you need to replenish, to recharge. Vicky was told I was selfish for moving away to where I am today. Well, good. That means that you've taken a decision to do things to better for yourself. And I feel like anyone that is in that frame of mind to say that is, so this is the thing. Selfish is not a bad thing. Self-centered is a bad thing. And sometimes these people are more self-centered because they want things to be convenient for them. And when things don't become convenient for them, when we stop giving them the convenience, that easy life, then they don't like it. They don't like it. They spit out their dummy. They throw their toys out the pram, and then shit hits the fan. And sometimes that's what we're scared of happening. But actually, like, what is the worst? What's the worst that can happen? Like, what, they're going to say no? They're not going to talk to you? Are you really bothered if this toxic person doesn't talk to you? Because I tell you what, I've had so many toxic people in my life that I've tried so hard to please. And I'm not just sat here from some ivory tower preaching to you about doing this and doing that. And Linda, yes, you can't pour from an empty cup. Absolutely. 100%. I'm going to put that one up there. You cannot pour from an empty. And if you want it on t-shirts, I've got it in the shop. So yeah, I just think, like, what's the point in pleasing toxic people and doing all the things to keep them happy, whether it's your boss, whether it's your partner or an ex or a parent or whoever the hell they might be, even a family member. Just because someone is family, it doesn't mean you have to put up with their shit. It really, really doesn't. Vicky, had to bet on myself. It's boosted my confidence. Good, good. Susan, good evening. Holly, hello, my lovely. How are you? Oh, I hope you're well. So, yeah, toxic people, just because of who they are, doesn't mean you have to sit down, shut up, and behave. And you'll find, and I found this, in being yourself, in doing the things that you love, even if people tell you not to do them, but the ones that really, truly love you, that should be there, will be there at the end of the day. And they will love you no matter what. They will be there for you no matter what. And the ones that aren't are the people that didn't matter in the first place. So whatever it is you've been holding back on doing, whether you've been holding off on something simple as changing your hair, or whether you've been holding off on buying something for yourself, or changing jobs, or speaking up to the person in your life that's been a total dickhead and you want to tell them that they're a dickhead, or whatever you've been holding off on doing, if there's something that you want to pursue, if you are someone who is spiritual and you've been keeping it in the closet, like, let that out. Like, let people see that. Then you will find your tribe. They will magnetize to you, and then you can thrive. Because we're at a space now where, not just as people, but especially as women and spiritual women, this is probably the safest, most accepted we have ever been. And any of you out there, shadow workers, light workers, witches, healers, psychics, mediums, herbalists, whatever you are out there, like, it's safe for you to be you. And you don't need permission, you don't need confirmation, you don't need invitation. It is safe to be you. And I want you to actually, like, sit there, put your hand on your heart and tell yourself, it is safe to be me. It is. It really is safe. And the worst thing that can happen, you're not going to get burnt at the stake or drowned or like stoned. Well, it depends what kind of stoned. But what is the worst that can happen? Someone's going to say no and have a pout and maybe put something on social media about it. So it is safe to be you. Michelle, got rid of all my toxic people apart from my ex and was dad. Good. And I think sometimes, yes, there is ties there that we physically cannot detach from, but you can emotionally detach from. And because there's some people in our life that we can't just cut them and be done with it. Like, obviously, I'm not naive to think that you can, but just emotional ties, to have that sense of indifference, or to actually, when you up level yourself, like, other people's bullshit doesn't phase you anymore. I went through the terrible phase of years of social anxiety and struggling, worrying what people thought, trying to please people, and people were still being assholes. Like, you can't do right from wrong. And that was when I got to the point of thinking, actually, I don't care what these people think anymore, because I have tried this, that, everything I could to try and please them, and they weren't happy. So now I'm doing my thing. I'm happy. So what's the point in being miserable trying to keep everyone else happy when you are not happy? Your happiness matters. So Pat, got rid of your ex in 1995. Bad trust issues. Yeah, and it's stuff that it can really run deep. It's like the way we've been treated by people can hurt us for a long, long time. It can ingrain patterns and behaviors and beliefs and mindsets in ourselves, and even like physically manifest, like health wise. Like, a lot of our trauma can manifest physically in our bodies into medical, like, pains and ailments and conditions, and it's shit. It is shit. There is really, Michelle, yes, there is lots of horrible people out there, and it's sad. Leslie, so pleased to be finally free of the toxic people I had around me. Yeah. And it's literally, it is, and it sounds cliche, but it is a weight off your shoulders when you can finally just let go of them toxic people and be you and feel confident in doing that. Because it's all very well to be you and do what you do behind closed doors, but actually there's something really liberating that comes from doing it out in public, from doing it like in person, and just being you. Like, I used to try and dress accordingly for where I was going, thinking, oh, okay, well, I'll be more accepted there. And actually, you know what? I went out was it last week or the week before? I went out into the little town nearby. I had my laptop, I dressed, I had my big tartan coat on, I had check trousers, my big boots, I had my big bright hair. I just looked like, obviously, my nose ring, my piercing. I was just me, and I was loving it. And I was just out there, like walking down the street. And I shit you not, right? This place that I would normally go, and I would have to dress very prim, very proper, very expensive looking, because if you live locally and you know Marlborough, you don't go to Marlborough looking like a scruff. But I went there and I was me, and I was out there. And you know, 3 people stopped me in the street to tell me that they either liked my hair or that they thought I looked lovely. And then even the lady behind the counter, she was like, "Oh, I love your hair. You just, oh, you've got lovely energy." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And people pick up on that. They do. When you're like literally in your stride, being you, being happy, and just cutting about your business, not giving 2 shits if someone's going to look at you and think, "Oh, I don't like her outfit," or, "Oh, look at the state of that." Like, be you. It's fun, and you get to enjoy life more. You don't worry about the gossips of people that don't matter. You don't worry about pleasing people you don't even like, and it's fun. It is really, really fun. Dawn, thank you so much. Holly, yes, exactly what you said is true. That's when I quit my family. Exactly. And like you're not bound to family. And if anything, like, family are the people that are meant to be there for you, to love you, to nurture you, to support you. And if that's not what you're getting from your family, then are they even really your family? So, like, yeah, there you go. Sadie, I am loving your comments. Confidence in yourself is the appropriate outfit for all occasions. I love that. Oh, you need to put that on a t-shirt. That does not that is t-shirt material. I love it. Pat, want to change your hair color, but don't know what color to go for. Oh, well, experiment. Like, there's color conditioners out there that you can try and you can test. And Bleach London is very good for color conditioners, and you can give it a go, give it a try. Dawn, people do not like to see people. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Purple. Oh, Pat. So your colors. So you're an Aries, so you're a teal. So do you know, Pat, actually, because you're an Aries and you're a teal, I would go for your complementary, which is coral. So like a corally, maybe like a pastel pink color would be quite good for you, because you look really, really lovely with your pink top on. I wouldn't go like bright pink, but maybe like that pastel corally pinky. So that would be pretty. That would be nice. Give it a go. I do know Bleach London do like a peachy color one, which could be nice. But no, check them out. They are good. And then if you want to go for something more permanent, Lunar Tides are very good. They're vegan friendly, organic, and no crap in them. So I go to the salon for mine, but then in between I use color conditioners and whatnot to keep it bright. You've got Bleach London, Violet Skies. Ooh, very nice. Vicky, have a funky cut done. Yes. Oh, Pat. Actually, that's the point, Pat, because I've seen that picture of you where you've had that fringe cut in, and that looked really, really lovely. You should go for that and get like the color. Oh, Sadie, are you off? Okay. It was really lovely to have you. Thank you so much for your comments. Like, you've really contributed towards the conversation. So thank you so much. But yeah, as I was saying, like, through the work that I do, I'm not just a confidence coach. That's not what I am. So first and foremost, I'm an intuitive artist, and then I'm a creative soul guide. So I use different a mix of creative and spiritual processes to help you find your confidence, to dig deep. And also, when you're using that creativity and that sense of even working with the color or things like that, like, well, the ladies on my Soul Hearted program know about this, because obviously they're working through it with me. But in doing all these different processes, oh, Sadie, oh no, oh, Lauren, I'm seeing you there. Oh, yay, Sadie, glad you're staying. I feel like such a dick. Lauren, bless you. Get lots and lots of rest, okay? And I might see you at school tomorrow or sometime this week, but hopefully it all goes well for you at the doctor's. Keep them fingers crossed, and hopefully little lady is here soon. But no, Sadie, I'm so glad you're staying. Oh goodness me, Holly, let's have a family went to a priest and got a visa. What? Oh wow, that they should not have done that. Yeah, that's a violation of privacy, and also yeah, that's bad on whoever's actually done that reading. That's bad. No. Well, karma will come back at them. I trust that karma will come back. So, where was I at? Yes, talking about like obviously what I do with the Soul Hearted Project. So that's a 3-month program that's in the process now, and yeah, Sadie, I agree. I think that's the fact that it says priest doing readings. That doesn't. Yeah. No, I agree with it. Yeah. They shouldn't have done that anyway. But that's really unethical as well. But yeah, going back to goodness me, yeah, the different ways in which I work. It's using processes that are not right. We're going to sit down and this is what you're going to work through. It's using ways that organically help you come to a realization or to build your confidence or to peel back the layers. So in the Soul Hearted program, we've been doing different things that have been of a creative nature or have delved deeper spiritually, but it's helping you like elevate your spiritual awareness and your spiritual skill, but also inviting and inspiring confidence. And confidence is a word that I've said so much tonight. But like I say, when I've been doing this work with my mentor and going through this program that I'm doing, and Linda, yeah, I was a bit confused at priest. I've learned more about myself and what I want to offer and what I have been offering without even realizing it. And confidence is one of the things. And a lot of the comments that I read were women like that I've helped women to feel like they don't have to settle. They don't have to settle for less, or they don't have to settle in a life that they know isn't for them, or they don't have to settle with just the general like daily grind is what I was looking for. And I think that's powerful because I think it's coming a time when women we don't have to settle and we shouldn't. And I am all for it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna like I am a wholehearted feminist, and I'm all for women doing good and being good. And I'm not all about feminists that are just gonna I don't know. But the ones that just want to take over the world and kick men out and do away with them. But I definitely feel like there's more room for women, and I'm a big believer that we have been hushed and shunned and quietened and put in the corner for hundreds and hundreds of years because we are powerful. We create life, for fuck's sake. Like we birth the population of the world. Like that is something. But like even going back to like the witch and magical women, and like these days, like when you say witch, like well, not us, but the general consensus is like a green face with a big nose, the warts and the old hag. And it's not that. And it's not. And actually a point is the reason that we have that perception passed down, because often when women thought to be witches were tortured, they would either be like burnt or branded, or they would become infected and from their sores and from being like imprisoned and everything that they went through, that they would go green with infection, or they would have these big sores and warts on their face, and they would look awful because of the torture and torment that they've been through. And coming into the witch wound as well, all this shit with women like not supporting women and gossiping behind backs, and like this comes from the witch wound of obviously going back to the witch trials. It was either like you either get persecuted yourself or you give someone else up. And it was that, well, I'm going to give her up because I want to save myself. And it's just developed into women throwing other women under the bus. And now is a time for women to be supporting women. Well, it's always been a time for women to support women and to be there to celebrate. And something that I'm moving into my rant now, because this really pissed me off. Sadie, certainly do impact. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm glad. I am glad, because that is my soul mission. So I put out a post, I believe it was last week, about fake coaches, and this is really going to rile me, and I hope like you're with me on this one. Like, stay with me. I need a sip of water before I get in on this. 2 big gulps, rather. Fake coaches. Compose myself. So coaching has become very trendy. And you see all these people on Instagram, on Facebook, with their lovely cars and their lovely clothes. And, oh my God, join my program for $7 and I can help you do this. And then when I sell you that for $7, I'm going to charge you 10 grand for a program that you need because your life is a piece of shit. But I can help you get out of that piece of shit life for 10 grand. And then when you say, well, no, I don't have 10 grand. No, you're not committed enough. Nope. I only work with action takers. I only work with people that are committed to taking action, and you're not committed enough. So you're going to end up staying where you are, not getting anywhere. And you think, oh, fuck, maybe I do need the help. Okay. Well, I don't have 10 grand, but then they go, you could borrow 10 grand. You could take out a loan, or you could get a credit card. Oh, borrow off your uncle's granny's sister. And you think, and they're like, I will help you. I'll fix all your problems. You will be solved. You will have all that money back and more. You'll be living the life. You'll be living like, look at me. I made £1 million last week. I made 10 grand in a second. And you think, well, okay, yeah. And then some people, they pay all of this money to this woman that has just sold them a load of bullshit, told them to get in debt, to borrow the money, to then be like, okay, well, thank you. And Tracy, we're talking about fake coaches, so humor me here. So yeah, you've paid this 10 grand to this amazing coach. She's got a lovely car. She's got a fucking fabulous house. She's got a lovely tiny little dog that fits in her handbag, and it's so cute. And she's telling everyone about her 50k day that she had, and she made £1 million in last week. And 2 seconds, she just made 10 grand in a second. Huh. Like, who does she think she is? And then she's charging you all of this money, and then you're like, right, okay, so what do we do then? And she's like, just trust in yourself, and the money will come. Just trust. And then comes this shit show of, well, you can masturbate to manifest money. And you're like, what the? Like, I'm all for feminine power, and I'm not prude at all. I'm not prude. But there's this pussy parade of fake coaches telling you that you can wish your life to be better and manifest all these riches by just rubbing your bits. And you're like, right, so I've paid you 10 grand for you to tell me to wish harder and touch myself. Like, right, okay. So then they're thinking, right, I'm really wishing. And then they get into, and it becomes like this pyramid scheme, and they'll never admit that it is a pyramid scheme, but it becomes this pyramid scheme of coaches selling to coaches or women that aren't yet coaches, but they need to make all this money back. So then they become coaches and telling people that you can become a coach, and you need to high ticket. You need to charge high ticket, and don't worry, like you don't need all this. Your clients will come to you. Charge high ticket, and then this coach coaches someone that coaches someone that coaches someone, and they're all putting their prices up because they're all paying for the person further up the line, and it's just this big shit show of a glamorized pyramid scheme. So yes, fair enough. If someone is worth 10 grand, you pay them 10 grand, but know what you're getting for your money. Do not take out a loan. Do not borrow money. Never get yourself into debt to work with a coach, ever. Ever. If you can't afford to work with me, then don't. And that's not me being a dickhead, but save your money up until you can afford the course, or obviously like the payment plan and everything, or save, like, don't go to, obviously you've got to accumulate, speculate to accumulate, I think is a thing, but spending 10 grand when you don't have 10 grand is fucking ridiculous. Holly almost spent 11 grand on a goddess school program, had bad views about the teacher. Same woman you're talking about. Yeah, well, do you know, I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but literally it is just the stereotype, and it is literally women doing this thing, and there's so many of them. They're like carbon copies of each other, and they'll probably have pictures of them laughing at their cup and their salad and being like while they're telling you they made 20 grand in a week. And yeah, some people do, and that's fantastic. But make sure you do your research on anyone that you give your money to. Don't just give away thousands of pounds or dollars or euros or whatever your currency is just because they told you that they're good. So make sure you look into them, you get genuine reviews, because another thing is they have so many good testimonials and reviews, and most of them come from these women that are blowing smoke up their ass because they're blowing smoke up theirs, and they're just like up each other's assholes all day long. So if you find someone that is worthy of investing however many thousands of pounds, then yes, go for it. Like, all very well, spend the money, invest in yourself if you've got it there, but don't invest in someone that you don't know exactly who they are, that they've not got some sort of solid foundation. Yeah, I'm glad that Holly didn't pay the money either. Sadie, if it was genuine coaching and they had the best intentions, they would not ask you to put yourself in a worse situation before even beginning. Exactly this, and I'm going to bring that up. And this thing is that they pick you apart. So you'll start off and you think, well, I could do with some support, okay, and then by the time you've done like a pitch call with them, or they've like dug their claws in, you leave the call feeling like you've got more problems than when you started, and then you think, shit, I do need help. I do need someone to fix me, because obviously I've got all these problems that I wasn't even aware of. But actually, if someone is a genuine coach, they're not going to tell you that you've got all these problems before they've even worked with you, because Amy, that's all right. I'm just on a rant. I'm just on a good old rant. Like, I don't see the point. Like, what's the point of pounding someone down to try and lift them up? Because if you think of it like a graph, okay, you've got here, and then they're taking you all the way down here, but then they're taking you all the way up, but really you're just back where you started. So just be very, very careful when you're investing your money, whether it's for spiritual coaching, whether it's for confidence coaching, even business coaching, whatever you are thinking of putting your money into, make sure it's genuine. Make sure that they have got real reviews, not just people blowing smoke up their ass because they're doing the same in return for someone else. And make sure you know what you're getting for your money as well. Because a lot of people will be very elusive of, yes, pay me 100 grand and I will help you to make lots of money and be good at what you do. And then you go, okay, how are you going to do that? They're like, oh, it's personalized. It's on a one-to-one basis, so we'll tailor it to you. Like, well, yeah, but I want like a rough outline of what I'm going to get. Yeah. So just be careful. Be really, really careful, because there is a lot of it about. And don't get me wrong, there are some really, really fantastic coaches out there that there really are. And they are there to, like, a lot of people, like genuine coaches, have stopped because they're like getting tarred with the same brush. And there's so many people out there that are scamming or are just taking all this money and not getting results for people, and it puts people off investing anymore. We've got some people that are just keep going and going and going, investing, hoping for a quick fix. And when I'm talking about quick fixes, the quick fixes, like, that's, I suppose in a way that's why I've stopped doing the freebie readings here. So I'm just reading comments quick. Has a lot of free chance join the group. It's expensive. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of good people out there that are more than worth their money. Like absolutely. And their programs and their launches and whatnot. And I do think that there has to be a fair investment, because if you get something for £1, you're not really going to look after it, because you just be like, well, if you paid like £1,000 for something, you'd be really careful with it because it was expensive. You want to look after it. You want to make sure it's okay. You want to do good with it. So there is logic to, yeah, of course, like charging higher prices for something that is like, it's going to get you the results, or it's going to give you what you want to achieve. Yeah, 100%. Like I'm absolutely, like my prices, I'm not cheap at all. But there are some people that are charging for nothing, and it's not fair. Leslie, so many con artists out there and very clever at it too. Yes. And all it is that they're good salespeople, but then they don't deliver what they promise you. And then you pay all this money and then you're up shit creek without a paddle. Dawn, bless you. And that's fine. I know you up for work early, so thank you for joining us tonight as well. It was really, really lovely to see you on. Yeah, Linda, people catfishing people. Absolutely. And it's just, it falls into that pattern of sometimes people start off with the best intentions, then they get themselves in so much debt with fake coaches. They take on the tactics of their coaches. And then it's just, like I say, it becomes this pyramid scheme of all these fake coaches coaching people to pay for their coach. And it's just like, well, what are they actually paying for? They're not paying for real results as such. They just feel like they're getting results because they're making money, because they're just coercing people into spending it. So it's all very well to say, oh, I made like 50 grand in a day. Like, but I'd rather see the results. I'd rather see the testimonials from real people. Like, what results did they get? How did they help people? What have they gone from? Like, where did they start? What are they doing now? And that's why I think, for me, I'm so transparent with what I do and what I offer, because I don't like to be. I've been conned. I've paid money out to people and have not got anything in return, or I've got like a snippet of what was promised, and it's shit. It's really, really shit. You put your money down with the best intentions and you don't get it back. And for me, maybe it's because I'm a Virgo and I like to know what's what. And but if I put offerings out, I like to outline exactly what you're going to get, so you're clear on it. It's not me justifying that it's worth the money, but it's me showing you, so you know exactly what you're going to get, so you know what you're investing in. Like, it would be stupid, and that's what I don't get. Like, would you just randomly go and put 10 grand down if someone says, I've got a house for you? And you go, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to sell you my house. It's got everything that you want. It will help you do what you need. It's brilliant. Like, literally, it's a great location. It's just been newly redecorated. It is fabulous. This lovely house. You haven't seen it yet, and I can't give you a tour. But if you give me 10 grand now, and then we can make a plan. We can go from there. Are you just going to hand over 10 grand to someone just because they've told you a lovely story? Like, no, the logic doesn't work. But then for some reason, like in the coaching industry, people are just handing over thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands even, without even having a clue of what's actually there. And then in this instance, to like continue the metaphor, it's like handing over the 10 grand, going to this lovely house that's just been redecorated and everything. Joanne, exactly. You're not going to hand over 10 grand when someone's told you about a lovely house and you haven't seen it. Because then you get the keys and you go, and then you get there and it's a shitty little shed. And then the person that you paid the money to is like, ha ha, no refunds, and running off. And you think, oh, okay. Like, before you invest any money, just check people out. Make sure that they are genuine, that they're not going to take the piss out of you, that they are who they say they are. And also that people boasting that they're qualified in X, Y, and Z, make sure you check. Like, make sure that you know they're qualified, especially if they're telling you that, like, people that work with trauma, there's a lot of it at the minute, like trauma healing or helping you through your trauma and this and that. Like, yes, there's a lot of fantastic people out there that are qualified, that have been working in the mental health industry, that have done all the various training and trauma informed and trauma trained and whatnot. But then there are some people out there just jumping on the bandwagon that are half healed and think, well, I've been all right for a few months. I haven't had a relapse, so I'm going to become a trauma coach. And then they're coaching people before they've even begun to work through themselves. And I'm a firm believer that you can never ever be fully healed, ever. You cannot be fully healed. And anyone that tells you that they are completely and 100% fully healed is full of shit. And because like I've been through a lot of trauma, and I would never coach anyone through the trauma because it's not my place to do that. I'm not trained to do it. It's not my area of expertise. But in what I'm doing, I work with a lot of women that have also been through trauma, but I help them in different ways to find their confidence and whatnot. I never say I'm a trauma coach because that's not what I do. But then there are other people out there that, like I say, they've been clear for like 2 months, and then they're like, right, okay, I'm going to be a trauma coach. So just make sure that they've actually got some weight to what they're saying, to what they're promising you. Because, yeah, so like, would you go to a dentist that had yucky teeth? No. Like, obviously, like, a dentist doesn't have to have pearly whites, but like you'd expect maybe like a fill-in or a cavity or a couple of wonky teeth. Like, fair enough, yeah. Like, we're never 100%, but like you got to practice what you preach. You got to walk the walk. You can't just talk the talk. So yeah, I got quite emotional on that post. I kind of put everything out there, and yeah. And I thought, I actually thought I was going to get loads of backlash when I put that post out there. But you know what? I got so much love and so much support, and so many people saying, like, yeah, like, I agree with you. And I think it needs to stop. So I'm not slating other coaches. I just simply want you to make sure you're looking after yourselves, whether it's coaching or whatever it is. Don't just part with your money so easily. Make sure it's aligned for you. It feels right, and you've looked into it. Don't just be like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'm going to go for it. So there you have it. I'm not going to stay on for too much longer because it's getting late. And when I talk too much, because I've got fibro, my jaw hurts. And this is another thing I've noticed when I'm doing the lives, because it's just me constantly talking for however long. I get really, really bad jaw ache, especially obviously where it's in the colder months. My arthritis and my fibro is playing up, and my jaw, it's really, really bad. But obviously Thursday night is the masterclass, color masterclass. I'll pop that in here. And then end of the month, we have got the Hootenanny, which I will pop the link in again for anyone that wants it. Where's it gone? There it is. Okay, I'm just going to drop in the Hootenanny link. So that's my free 3-day event at the end of the month. So you can get onto that. No cost at all. And then the masterclass is on Thursday. It's £22. And that will give you insight how to use the color chart with your sun sign and your Neptune sign. So it'll be very interesting. If you are signed up to the masterclass, you should have got an email, but the workbook is available today now, and you can download and print that ready for Thursday. And also, don't forget, there is one space left for the Glastonbury retreat. Okay, so I was holding it off because it was kind of reserved, but the person that was hoping to come can't make it now. So there is one space left. It is the 19th to the 18th to the 20th of March. So Friday evening, all day Saturday, and then Sunday all day up until 6 p.m. So it's all inclusive. Accommodation, meals are included, all your excursions, and also like you'll have a workshop with me, a meditation session. There's a gong bath with sound bath, amazing, and holding circle together as well. The accommodation we're staying in is gorgeous, and we will be spending time together in Glastonbury. So one space left. If you want it, speak now or forever hold your peace. And yeah, just pop me a message if you're interested, if you're genuinely interested in that spot at Glastonbury. I've got 8 ladies signed up already. There is one space left. But if you are interested in obviously coming on the Inverness retreat and finding more out about that, I will be popping a link up probably a bit later tonight. I've nearly finished the page to give you all the info and whatnot. So probably tomorrow actually, but what I'll do is I'll drop that link in this video comments tomorrow, so you'll get a ping. But do keep an eye on the main page, because I won't be releasing spaces for Inverness yet, but I will be putting information out there for anyone that is interested. So all exciting. But it has been an absolute pleasure to spend the evening with you. And to those of you that have stayed on so late with me, thank you so, so much. I know it's not late where all of you are. I know some of you are in the States. But it's been lovely to just hang out, to put the world to rights, and to to just be here with you all. So I have got, what we're doing, right, try to think of my rundown. Yeah, Thursday is the masterclass, and obviously keep an eye on the page, because I'll be putting bits out. Obviously there's always stuff going on the page anyway. So it's been an absolute pleasure. The only other thing, that's the one thing I was going to tell you about, is the shop. So you may or may not have seen already, I have had some more stock today. I've got more stock coming tomorrow, but the incense, the lavender and white sage, and the Palo Santo and white sage are in, and I've added these new little, we've got a little leather pouch and these lovely little obsidian thumbstones. So I'm going to make up some gift sets, like with the bath and body stuff. So at the minute I haven't put these in a gift set yet. I've only got 10 of these, so you can buy them individually, but I am going to put some of them in gift sets. But as you can see, little thumbstones, you can read up about them. They're on the website new. But if you're interested in other bits, obviously we've got lovely Leslie here, who supplies all my lovely crystal goodies, the jewelry and the sprays, lots of lovely, wonderful bits. And then we've got all the bath and body. There's aromatherapy shower steamers, bath bombs, bath salts, there's face masks, there's shampoo bars, there is incense, we've got tarot and oracle decks, there's sage, there's so much stuff on the shop. So if you haven't checked out the shop yet, then make a point of going on after you've been on here. When I log off, because I'm just about to log off now, here's the link for the shop. Do go and check it out and have a browse. And also you can you can, I can't speak. You can pay with ClearPay or Klarna now as well. So I've got ClearPay and Klarna, or obviously you just pay the normal way, but you've got those two options as well if you want to stretch it out a bit. Tracy loves your shower bombs. Oh, amazing. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm glad they got to you okay as well. They're so good. So shower bombs, I'm limited on stock for them as well, actually. So I am going to have to put in an order for more, but do get on and check them out and treat yourself. But also I know some of you are looking for gifts for the big C word, so go on and have a browse. And I'm going to be putting some gift boxes, ready-made gift boxes, up on there soon as well. So lots of love. I'm heading off. It was lovely to spend the evening with you all, and I will see you all again soon. Don't forget to check out the shop. So lots of love, and good night to you all. All right, I don't know how to, oh, there we go. Right, okay. Right, good night, lots of loves, and bye-bye.